I'm John Hinkle, the senior pastor of First Presbyterian Church. This is your Saturday morning preview of Sunday morning sermon, which I'm doing on Friday. And I can tell you it's a little past 9 and it is hot. I just walked up, had a great coffee this morning with somebody, and on the way down it was okay. On the way up, it's cooking. It's cooking. It's hot. Hey, before we begin your Saturday morning preview of Sunday morning sermon, I need to tell you a funny story. So I heard from Liz Jones. Liz Jones, of course, is the daughter of Sandy Collier. Liz is married to Nick Jones, and Nick, of course, is the son of Kenny and Kathy Jones. And they have 2 children, Pippa and Elam. And so Liz reached out to me on Facebook and just to let me know that her daughter's new favorite saying is, "What in the John Hinkle are you doing?" I like that. What in the John Hinkle are you doing? I think that can catch on. I think that may be a worldwide phenomenon by the end. And I told Liz about the Saturday morning preview of Sunday morning sermon, so hopefully Pippa's listening. And what in the John Hinkle am I doing? Well, I'm doing your Saturday morning preview of Sunday morning sermon. Well, first of all, I want to thank Bobby. What a great sermon Sunday. Again, as we talk about the life of David, we understand how much David's life reflects our own life. So let's kind of catch you up on where we are now. So and remember what I said, we could spend months preaching about King David, and we can't get to everything. So to get to the point where we are today, you just need to know that David continues to kind of run away from Saul. He will not take Saul's life, as we see in the cave, because he believes in his heart that Saul was anointed by God to be king, and he's not going to take the life of God's anointed. But you know who will? The Philistines. And as we talked about, the Philistines and Israel were in constant battle with each other, each claiming the same land. And finally, Saul, in a great battle, found himself surrounded by the Philistines, and he took his own life. Along with Saul dying were Saul's sons. So there is no line of inheritance to the throne through Saul. And so Israel anoints David as king. And in doing so, David unites all of Israel and gathers himself an army, and they conquer the city of Jerusalem, which did not belong to the Jews. It was kind of they may have been Philistines, but it was more like a city state in and of itself. And they conquered the city on a hill, which is Jerusalem. And David makes the decision that he's going to bring the Ark of the Covenant. Remember that for Israel, that was kind of the physical sign that God was with them, the Ark, which is where the 10 Commandments stayed, in this Ark of the Covenant. And David decides that the Ark needs to have a home, and that home is going to be Jerusalem, the city on the hill. That's where we get the term, the city on the hill. And so as he's bringing in the Ark, it is a great fanfare. So much so that David, we are told, dances all around the Ark. This is a great celebration for David. And in fact, David dances with very little clothes on. He only has an ephod, which is just a kind of a linen underwear, if you will. I think I said in my sermon, what he wears leaves nothing to the imagination. And he's dancing triumphantly. And he's dancing as if no one's looking. That's what we're going to talk about. Dance as if no one's looking, but someone is looking. It's his wife, Michal, who also happens to be the daughter of Saul. Talk about awkward. And Michal basically says to David, "You are a fool. You're a fool. You're embarrassing the house of Israel. This is not how kings should act or behave." And you know what David said to Michal? "You haven't seen anything yet. So this Sunday, we are going to talk about how we are called to live our faith in such a way that we should dance as if nobody's watching. Dance as if nobody's watching, which is about being free from those things outside our faith that are trying to hold us down. And we've talked about those things that burden us so much, free from grief, free from fear, free from the guilt and pain of our own sinful nature. We are free. And in being free, we shouldn't, as being free from the laws that convict us, we shouldn't then, in that freedom, set up new laws. As a matter of fact, Jesus said, listen, only two things I ask you to do: love God and love neighbor. So that's what we're going to talk about. That's what in the John Hinkle I am doing. I look forward to worshiping with you. As you know, we are our new sound and audio equipment is in. We are still working out the bugs, but I am very excited, and I think it will definitely enhance our worship. So listen, shout out to our super fans. Of course, there's Glenn Emery, there's Savannah Fraley, Marcy Richmond, Barry and Melanie Ship, and I told Liz, I said to Liz Jones, if Pippa starts watching, she too will be a super fan. So listen, I hope to see y'all. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you Sunday.